It's June 18th here today, out on the permission farm we were out on last week. Me and Ross came out here and we sprayed a food plot about 400 yards to the south of here, and we put out some recharge mineral on a mineral site I have. We're back in here this morning on the other side of the creek. We're going to put in a cage blind, and the main reason we're putting it here is because we're going to eventually put a food plot in here. Might try and get some of that mowed today, but it'll allow us to hunt this farm on a west, southwest, maybe even a northwest wind, and it just lays out a lot better for us. A lot of these deer come from the northwest of us and from the south, and if we get some food here, I think they'll follow this creek edge pretty good come rut time and even late season. I think we're gonna put probably like a big sexy plot in here. So we got a lot of work to do though. We're gonna get this blind up. We got a couple food plots. My buddy Brad, he mowed them last week. So we're gonna get in here and spray them. And then, yeah, like I said, hopefully we can maybe get the mower on this side here today. The creek's dry enough now. And Brad said he might come out and start mowing this side so we can get stuff ready to get the food plot in over here. Got a decent amount of work today to do on the farm, and it's hot out. We got a little bit of a breeze, so it's nice right now, but we're getting started early today, so hopefully we can beat the heat a little bit here. It's a little after 10 o'clock here now. We just got the tower all assembled. What we're gonna do now, we're just gonna get it in position, level it down, anchor it, and then really all we have left is to put the blind on and secure that. So this came together actually really fast. It definitely helped. There's 4 of us here. So this is probably the fastest one we've put together, but we've done probably half dozen of these now, so we're getting the hang of it. But the big thing with these blinds that I've noticed when we put them together is when you put the platform together right away, just make sure you're using the right bars. Once you get that on and assembled correctly, the rest of it goes pretty smooth. But if you mess that step up, you end up having to backtrack and fix it all. So just really look at the directions. They do a really good job explaining everything, and it's just a matter of lining up the right bars that need to attach for that platform, and then you're good to go. But yeah, that's really all we got left. We got a couple hours of work in today. We got this up a lot faster than I thought, so we're just gonna get it secured down. We're good to go for the blind. All right, well, it's noon now. We just got the cage blind up here, got it all secured. It's a pretty cool setup. We're gonna get the mower across the creek here, and then Brad blew a belt on it, so we're waiting to get that fixed. But once we get that fixed, we're gonna start mowing on that side to get the food plot opened up and started. Like I said earlier, I think we're gonna do big sexy on that, and I'm not sure what we're gonna do on these plots on this side of the creek yet. Still kind of brainstorming. We don't really have a lot of stuff here to plant size-wise on this side, so we might do something like a hot chick or some sort of forage oats, or mix a couple blends together too. We'll see, but we were gonna spray this today, but as you can see, it's super windy out, so we're gonna actually wait for another day when it's calmer. Probably try and get it in either later this week or next week. So, but we're making some progress here on the farm. We got a long ways to go, but it should be pretty cool here in the coming weeks, what it's gonna look like for the fall.
Down. Got it down. That one's done. I'm happy with them. Really excited to put a wrap on a quick North Dakota season for myself.
Holy smokes. That is a heck of a deer.
Today is June 17th. Kyle and I just got off of work and we're on a mad dash to get out by Jimbo tonight. He's going in for surgery here in a couple of days, and he'll be out for all of deer season this year. He's not able to pull a bow back. I don't think he's having shoulder surgery, so he probably isn't able to shoot a gun. So he's kind of giving Kyle and I free reign of his property out here in Amherst, and he's had some things in the works here the last few weeks while I was down in Tennessee, and he's got a couple new food plots in there and stuff like that. So Kyle and I are headed out today. He's going to kind of show us around, show us what he's been up to, and we're all going to kind of brainstorm, decide what we want to put in for seed in some of these food plots. And I brought a stand to hang, probably try and get a stand hung on one of the new plots. There is already one stand there, but that was kind of set up for more of a rut. It's like more of a rut area. So now hopefully with this new food plot up there, it's up on a big ridge. Hopefully we'll get a little more early season action up there. But we want to try and get a stand on the other end of it, just for wind purposes and access. So yeah, I mean, it's 5 o'clock now. We're in a mad dash to get out there and get some stuff done. The weather's been crazy here lately. It's just constantly raining this year. Last year we had no rain. This year it's insane. It's calling for rain for the next 8 days. So we got a little 3-hour window here before the rain's going to start again. We'll probably even get rained on while we're out there, but it's got to be done. And Jim's really eager to kind of show us what he's got going on before he goes in for surgery. So we'll fly there and see what we can get done tonight.
Yeah, his corn's coming up really good.
Mm-hmm. He planted corn on everything?
Yep.
Even the lower fields over here?
Yeah, that's why I'm going all green. So if you want to check it out, we could do that, or do you want to put that stand together first and then do that one and then go up there? Or...
why don't we go walk and look at where you want these beans to go, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Do you have a spot picked out for a stand in here, or not really?
I figure I'd leave that up to you, considering it's going to be you.
Yeah, okay.
Because we got that one there yet.
Yeah. Jim doesn't like my sticks.
They need two. So.
All right.
So I figured if you got some food here,
Yeah.
they'd be staying there and kind of staying back up there and transition down to this. Or they'd come out of the corn, transition a little bit, and then go back in. Or because like they like to work this edge here.
Yeah, they like
And
to
then-
go. They like to take that edge out to that alfalfa field on the neighbors. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. There is a couple of trees here we could probably get some stands in.
I mean, if you
I
want,
really like that tree, but I'm not the biggest fan of the wind out of that tree.
yeah. I used to have a tree over there.
Doesn't look like it's there anymore.
No, I said used to. Because a lot of times then it would kind of blow your wind that way. Because I know they like to bed up back over there and
See,
then come down.
The goofy thing about like this place too is with like having a ridge there and having
It
a ridge
swirls.
here, and this is low, a lot of that wind will just shoot right through here.
Uh-huh.
So even if it's a predominant north wind, it's probably going to hit down in this valley and just follow it right out to that alfalfa field. I think, like I said, maybe we just stop here so that we leave a little bit of bedding for them yet, and that might even create like a buck might come through here with this high grass, and if he just wants to wind check this, he might use this tall grass as a path to wind check it, and then if we put that stand there, we still might be able to kill him in that,
Okay.
if he doesn't want, because a lot of times in the fall, a lot of those bucks, if they can wind check something, they'll just wind check it and never step foot in the food plot. So if that gives him a little something that he might feel safe, that he can come down through and just wind check,
Okay.
we could still kill him, right?
Yeah.
And then, so I think we just put the food plot the rest of the way that way, get a stand there, and then we can kind of shoot around there and almost shoot to the
And then just
cornfield.
kind of take that brush hog and take like 2 swipes, make a trail down this.
Yeah, I'd almost
And then
make
kinda-
like a one swipe trail down the edge just for access, so we can come through the pasture and just pop up right into this tree. But I wouldn't hardly make it just enough so a guy that can walk through here.
Yep.
So it doesn't. I feel like it would make it a nice little area where a buck could feel safe just wind checking this, because like I said, on a north wind, a lot of that wind is probably going to pull right down this valley and shoot out to that field, and so he's not going to have to do a whole lot to wind check it.
This one right here.
Oh yeah.
Forage beans, peas, buckwheat, high protein,
Yeah, high tonnage food. I like that. So I agree. I think the clover will be great up on the ridge, on the oak ridge up there, because obviously once this corn grows up, we have no way to access and get a tractor back there to put anything else in.
Yeah.
But a guy probably could get a mower in there or a weed whacker and then chop some of this clover down if it does grow up. So
But what too is I'm
think
also
that's a great idea.
anticipating for how many deer are here, they might self-mow it
they definitely could.
where
They could keep it down.
could be beneficial to that.
How much? What does one of these do? 1/6 of an acre? What do you think that'll be up there? An acre or not really?
I'm thinking about 3/4 of an acre.
Nice. I like that. What else did we got? Some kale.
Yep, that's for by the cage blind.
Oh, you're gonna put kale. What about the green? Cold tolerant leafy green product. High yields. I like it. What's
And then this stuff is for the cow pasture one.
What is
Winter
it?
rye,
Winter rye, oats, winter peas, brassicas. So this is like a fall forage kind of.
Yep.
I like that too. So we'll give them pretty much once all the corn comes off. That's gonna give them. I mean, they can't have any other food.
No.
You know. I mean, hopefully the combine leaves some corn behind, so they'll have a little bit of corn. And
Well, then too with the clover, usually they'll like to get some greens before they go to bed. So if you get a good wind, or wait till you can sneak up in that spot where you have a good target buck.
right.
Using the domain white clover should get the job done.
I'll throw them in these pouches here, Jim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Started working on about a month ago. Came in, cleared it out with the skid steer. Now we're going to be picking out trees and figuring a windage spot and get an idea on what else we kind of need to do to just rough it up a little bit, and then plant that domain clover and get it going and get this plot green.
This is that ridge plot that I was telling you about. So right on the west end of this, if you follow this ridge to the west here, we have another stand. And a lot of times what happens is these bucks will come out of this bottom and they'll work right up over this ridge. And this is a big oak ridge, so there's oaks everywhere in here. We never really hunted this early. And so I think this could be dynamite real early. Once we get this food plot in here, it's hard to hunt on a south wind, because any south wind, a lot of these deer bed to the north, so it's hard to hunt. But I think if a guy got a nice northwest wind, early north wind, and you could get snuck up in here, I think it'd be dynamite. Jim and I actually there used to be a stand right here, and a couple years ago in the fall we had a buck. He was just out of range, like 70, 80 yards. He came right up this ridge, really good buck, and he ended up working down this little valley out to the cornfield, and we never saw him again. But a lot of these deer, they really like to work this area, and it's thick, and like I said, with these oak trees and acorns dropping everywhere, it's a dynamite little spot that it's hard to get into early. So if we can figure out a way to get in here early, I think there's definitely a chance you could kill a good one in here.
What do
You put the lime in the coconut.
She should go.
Go like wildfire, Jim.
Yeah, like wildfire. Always got to start fires.
I'm so sweaty. Pour it in my mouth. That way we can all have some, because somebody knew it was going to be hot out here. You look like you got rained on, Jim.
Ooh.
Make sure I got her in 4-wheel dig this time also. We're headed back to we're in the pasture right now, so just up this ridge is the pasture plot. We're just kind of coming to check out this clear cut or select cut that they did, see what kind of stuff they left for cover and how we think it's going to affect the hunting out here this year. Little buck.
Yep. Another one right there, a little guy. Ran behind the tree, a little fawn.
Yeah, there's deer right there.
Figure mow this down, spray it, and then work it up and
Yeah.
plant that winter blend mix. It needs the leafy greens.
Yeah.
Look at kale there.
This stuff's taller than you, Jim.
Yeah, I know. And then plant this trail again, just winter wheat, and then that cow pasture, that domain winter blend mix.
Yeah. With how much they're using this trail, you can tell they don't like going through the rest of this crap. There's so many blowdowns and stuff from brush everywhere from when they select cut it. They're just using the trail we use.
Yeah.
So this is a spot that we call the cage blind. So the pasture plot and the cage blind plot here were both brand new plots last year, and it was mostly winter wheat and winter rye that was planted in here, and now it's all grown up. So we're gonna have to get back in here and get them sprayed and get them tilled up so we can get that kale and stuff in here. But the clear cut, you can kind of tell it's nice and sunny back there. So a lot of the deer, I mean, if there's some woody browse and stuff in there, they'll use it. I don't think they'll bed a ton in there. It's so thick in here. I think they'll be.
Walk down here, Daniel, you can really see how that opens up.
Yeah, I can see it from here. You know, I think they'll be bedding on Jim's land here a lot more than they will be bedded in there like they have been in the past. So I'm looking forward to the year. Unfortunately, we're not going to have a right-hand man with us most of the year, but
I'll do what I can.
yeah, gotta get that shoulder back in action.
Yep.
What do you say we get out of here and get out of these ticks?
Yep, you betcha. Got the game plan already, all the domain seed spots picked out, and a lot of the reasoning with that kind of seed we're going with for those plots is because all around this whole property this next year it's going to be all corn. So we're going with a lot of greens to bring those deer in the later in the year too. Especially they like the greens too. Just before they like to go to bed, they'll hit the greens a little bit. So we're hoping we can pull them out of that corn that's going to be all around here too. But then once all that corn's off, that gives us a diverse selection of good food plotting by domain, which I want to say, if for a good food plot, I would highly recommend going with domain food plotting seed, because they are very diverse and have a lot of good technology in their seed, and they work amazing. So that's what we have going on here, and we're wrapping it up.
Off the whitetail.
Yeah.
Crab rangoons, bush light.
Oh man.
All right, let's go.
And no ticks.
And
Yeah.
That's probably the most important
You
part.
guys missed it. Luckily, I had my Leatherman on me because I had to pull a tick out of back of Kyle's head with my Leatherman.